Thanks for joining us. Happy Friday. I'm your friend Liz. Let's just wait a little bit for Jimmy and Andre.
Jimmy's here.
Thank you. Is this DJ claim the speaker chance? Is
Hi,
this. I'm sorry. Who's speaking now?
me, but after I did it,
I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
there's
Oh,
no way I
wow.
can find.
Okay, Jimmy, you are here already. Nice. Andre, are you here right now? Can you hear
Here?
me? Ah,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. I was wondering who is speaking here. Well, thank you guys for joining us. I think today is two of you guys as our guests, right? I think George have something need to change the schedule. So everyone, if you're looking forward to heard more about EMC, I think you can check our Twitter, and we have a new updated Twitter. And today, thank you so much and welcome Jimmy and Andre to join our space. Wow, how's your day?
Thanks. It's been a hectic week, and now finally it's Friday, so you know that feeling.
Mhm. Exactly. But besides we're talking here, I think the market is wow. I
Yeah,
don't know what
absolutely.
happened. Yeah, but I think maybe today we can share our mind, especially in this moment, right? But before everything, before all those talk, and I think I'm gonna give mic to Jimmy, and you can introduce you and your project. Okay. Hey, hello, Jimmy. It's you. Hello, Jimmy. Can you hear me? Well, I think let Jimmy wait a little bit. Andrew, you can go ahead. Tell us more about AI Land.
So I'm the CTO and the founder of AI Island. I've been more than 10 years in tech, mostly in AI and machine learning. I've been helping companies like top 100 growing AI companies to grow. Then I started my own thing because I'm also a lifelong gamer. I have a more than 25 years of gaming experience, and also I'm a former Dota 2 esports player.
Wow.
So yes, and we are building Island. Now we rebranded. It's called Eternity, like Infinity, but Eternity, and that's like the next generation AI powered shooter. I think the world first AI powered shooter that uses AI avatars, AI NPCs, AI quests.
Mhm.
AI motion capture and whatever AI. So yeah, I'll talk about this later. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you so much, Andrew. I think AI Land. Am I pronounced correct, right?
Yes, yes. Actually, yes. You can also tell like island or a
Mm.
island, so it could be pronounced in different ways.
Okay, sure. Let's talk about more about your business and your focus later. And now I'm gonna give the mic to Jimmy. Jimmy, you can tell us more about your service AI, you and your project. Hello, can you hear me, Jimmy? I think you typing here to say I'm bike. Are we in the same space? Uh, I think your mic is open, Jimmy. If you can hear me, because I can say your status. Your mic is okay. Yes, I can, but I can't speak after I dropped out. Really? I think maybe you can log out and join again. You can try. We can wait a little bit. And also, I think I will not waste the time here, but I forgot. I have the duty need to share the gifts for all the people. I think I will take this time to start the lucky draw. The first one, the first lucky draw. Let's start it. Let's wait Jimmy to join. you. Congratulations, everyone. It's just started. Well, let's say if Jimmy can join smoothly, and I hope his microphone can works well. But besides, I think let's talk continuously to talk about your projects, Andre, because you mentioned all the plan you have. Uh, Actually, today's topic is like we want to talk more about AI plus Web3. And some of
Yeah.
them, they said this is a two direction. Of course, it's very clear. But what we do here is to try to put AI plus Web3 together. And, yesterday I joined some offline events, and everyone talk about the AI and Web3. And some of them, they working in the AI project or company, but they still not sure, or they didn't say more clearly wrote for them to bring their business to Web3. But I think you must have your thinking. So my first question is like, what your thought about AI and the Web3 revolution traditional industry from your perspective?
So I think because AI and Web3 are both like buzzwords, and now Web3 becomes even more hyped because the Bitcoin reached its all-time high, and it creates again a lot of buzz around the Web3 for those who even were disappointed about this during that tough 2 years. So actually, AI is also an emerging technology which is very important, which is changing the world right now. So I think
Mhm,
it's obvious that a lot of people like talking about merging AI and Web3. So yeah, but actually at Island or at Eternity, we already have a market validation of this merger, and also we participated in more than 10 hackathons where we secured like nine. Victories. So we won 9 hackathons with our unique AI NFT technology, which blends the power of AI powered avatars where you can take a selfie. The selfie converts to a 3D avatar for the game, and then
mhm,
you can prompt your personality. You can create a new one for the avatar, and in the game it comes alive with AI. It becomes like a living being, like a conscious AI avatar, which you can interact with. You can chat with that avatar. You can play with that avatar, and you can see how the avatar interacts with other NPCs and avatars in the game. So yes, and also we already created like collaborations. For
mhm,
example, we created a collaboration with an artist, a singer, a girl who created her avatar with her selfie. So we have like her virtual clone in the game, and we offer those avatars for her fans, so the fans
mhm,
can play with the avatar. And also there are like different avenues to use those AI NFT avatars. For example, bring to life gone people like rock legends, like famous people from the past who already passed. For example, we brought to life again Albert Einstein as an AI avatar, and we could talk to him. We brought to life Lincoln, so like historical persons, and that's like the other thing. And the third thing, which we think is very important, is like micro influencers and streamers and like media influencers can create their avatars for the game, for the metaverse, and then monetize and sell them to fans, so the fans have like the for the virtual representation of their favorite influencer, like the virtual clone, and they can talk, they can interact with that avatar like with the living person. So that's like our idea and our validated idea for the merge of the AI and Web3. And there
mhm.
are like a lot of opportunities to build on top of that core idea, and now I will happy to talk about it more.
Sure, sure, Andre. I think you shared us a lot of stuff, but the most funny part is like, what do you guys do? It's similar. Like I think in many years ago, I think more than 10 years ago, it's called like a Hatsune Miku. Do you know that? It's
Of
very famous
course, of
in
course.
yeah, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yes, I think you are the fans, or how could you? bring this kind of thought in your mind? And of course, using AI, most of us we think like avatar, as you can say, we are here, we are in this second life space, and we're using AI to create our avatars. But the first step or first beginning, it's from Miku, and then I mean, how you bring this kind of idea like Miku to Web3 world? Can you share some, the started,
Yeah,
how you
yeah, I
started your
see.
project? I'm
So
curious.
so actually our idea started from Web3. Like we added AI a little bit later. Like we had our
Mm.
very first game. It was called Ember Metaverse. It was a shooter game similar to
Mhm.
our game now, but a little bit like on the early stage. And we launched an NFT collection of avatars. At that moment, we thought that we are like the very first in the space who are doing like 3D NFT avatars, because
Mhm.
usually at that moment, like all the NFT collections, they were just like pictures, just like profile pictures. There was a hype of the PFP, and we were already like bringing some innovation, some fresh air into the Web3 gaming space by creating a collection of 3D avatars. And the thing is that the avatars, they will fully decentralized, and the metadata, the file of the avatar, it was stored in the IPFS, in the interplanetary file storage. That means that the file was stored there forever, and it could be accessed like from anywhere. So that enables interoperability for those avatars, and we created the technology, so the avatars can be support, like any kind of avatars can be supported by our virtual space, and we also can offer this as an SDK to other game developers, so they can use the avatars and they can interoperably move from one game to another. And yeah, so the thing is that if we have, for example, 1000 avatars minted, we still can have them in a game. If we have like million avatars, we can just load them into the game, and there is
Mhm.
no limits, in terms of like memory, in terms of anything. We don't need to store the avatars in the game, or on the server. They're stored decentralized. So yeah,
Mhm.
and then we realized that we want to add a conversation, face reconstruction AI model, which can create this selfie to avatar experience for the users. We also added like a voice cloning AI, which can clone the voice, so you can like upload your sample of the voice, and the avatar will actually have your face, your voice, your personality, so it's like a real representation of yourself.
I see. Uh, you mentioned many times about the game. I
Yeah.
think the whole game industry. I'm not saying only the Web 2 or Web 3, but I think the whole game industry got big influenced by the AI technology. And I'm not sure in the future because nowadays the Apple Vision Pro just launched, and there's a lot of things we cannot imagine. So let's say what's gonna happen, because last round we talk about some projects they doing the gaming project, and they using AI to create their characters. So that's much more saving the cost and also saving people's time to create all those characters. And the benefit is like you can type in the words, and there's thousand pictures and characters coming out. This part of things I think gonna change in the whole industry. But as you mentioned, I'm very curious. You must are working a lot, and we still need to learn a lot of things about AI. But in this moment, can you share us like what is the specific benefits you do or you can offering by using AI in your project? And also the whole, even if we can say more like the whole how to make user to using your products more easier with AI's help.
So thanks for the very interesting question. So I will start like generally speaking. I just recently read an article from the CEO of the EA Games, a big
Mhm.
gaming company,
Yeah.
and he was speaking about usage of AI in EA games. For example, like the of course the primary benefit from using AI in game development is speeding up the development process. So he told like they overly increased like the productivity, the efficiency of their company by 30%, and that means that perhaps those recent layoffs in the gaming industry are deeply connected to the rise of AI, because like if you increase the efficiency of company with AI, you don't need too much that much people, and you can make those significant layoffs. So there is like a bad side about it, that a lot of people are losing their
Mhm.
jobs because of the AI. But of course, on the other side is the increased productivity, increased efficiency of the team. So actually, AI helps small teams to create like big products, and I think because of the rise of the AI, we will see like a lot of games appearing in the market built by just really really small teams who use AI a lot for like asset creation, for example texture creation, 3D model creation. So of course like marketing, content writing, narrative design. So all those things can be improved by AI in terms of game
Mhm.
development. On the other hand, there is like a user generated content perspective, like the user perspective, where we can improve the user experience with AI in games. And that's, for example, at Island, at Eternity, that's our main focus, is to focus on user experience driven by AI. So what we are doing, we are reimagining the classic shooter game modes like battle royale, like deathmatch and team deathmatch, adding like AI to them. So those game modes are becoming completely different from their original like parents, yeah, where we can
Mhm.
add those AI gameplay enhancement. For example, we can add AI level generation, where there is always created a new level using like generative AI and procedural level generation. We can create new worlds. We can create infinite spaces and infinite open worlds for the users to explore. We can provide them dynamic interactions with those AI powered NPCs that leads to AI driven storytelling, AI driven quests in games, which which can cause the effect of the game being played like once and once again, but you will never encounter the same situations, the same dialogue. So it's like it becomes a fully generative dynamic environment which lives its own life. We can even personalize the experience for the user. We can personalize it with AI learning the user behavior. And I think which is also important for competitive games, for example like shooters like our one, is the AI powered enemies. So there is like a machine
Mhm.
learning model which called reinforcement learning, which allows us to train AI agents to play your game, and their behavior will be very similar to the human behavior. And that solves the problems of dummy bots in games, because
Mhm.
in modern games there are still like bots which are replacing like human behavior, but they act very dummy, they act very scripted, so you can predict their behavior. And adding a machine learning algorithm to this behavior can lead to very complex, very interesting behaviors for the AI agents, so they can be creative in the way they play the game. And also, for example, big players on the market also are doing deep researches in this field. For example, Google just recently launched their autonomous AI agent that can play various games. So this is like a bot which can move from one game to other, learn how the game works, and play that game just like a human player.
Mhm. Totally understand, and I totally agree what you said about the boat stuff, because like Second Life, and we know a lot of projects, and also we are exploring on this road too. We say some of the gaming projects, even on the no matter Web 2 or Web 3, they still need to have a lot of costs for using the boat, and to to like a tournament or the fighting or the match or so. But I think if we using AI, we can save a lot of cost. Maybe we need the cost for the in the beginning, but for more and more time we using them, that's gonna be much easier for us. And also when you talk about the people who lost their job because of AI, I think that's temporarily, because people need to get used to work with AI, and you need get used to have friends like AI friends or partners, and to teach you something. And also we need to focus on more creativity stuff. And I think this is a like this way we need to work more. But I think before I share more minds, I think Jimmy, you are here, right? Finally, can you try to open your mic?
Yeah, eventually.
Oh,
Yes,
thank God.
eventually.
Finally. Welcome, welcome,
Yeah,
Lenny, Jamie. I'm sorry we just go through like
that's
two
very
some
the
kind of
internet
topics.
issue.
Yes. I'm sorry
All
we
right, no
always
problem.
facing similar stuff.
I'm enjoying listening to you guys.
Because last time we talked about AI, all those high tech stuff, and one of the guests is still he's still facing some internet basic stuff. So what do I say? Like
Yeah,
internet is a priority stuff. Need be very stable. Well, anyway, thank you so much to Lang Cheng. And I think I'm gonna give the mic to you.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you can just to go ahead to introduce you and your project firstly, and then tell us more about the your story with AI. You can go ahead, Jimmy.
I think I'm gonna make
I'm sorry,
it Jimmy. I'm the
Jimmy. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think the internet is not stable. Are you continuously talking right now?
uh,
How about right now? You can try to test. Hello, Jimmy. We still have you here. It looks like Jimmy's network is not stable. Hello, are you still trying to say something, right?
yeah. I
Oh, okay. Now it's good. Go ahead.
I never stop saying things. Our project service. I just introduced myself.
We lost you. We lost you, Jimmy.
I
All we know about you is you is Jimmy.
don't know.
I think it's not only me, right?
Yeah,
Try.
damn.
Okay.
I don't know what.
I don't know because
Can I get a feedback? Am I coming clearly?
now much better.
All
I
right,
think
all right. His name is Sarvis AI. We are inspired by this character, this AI character in the movie Iron Man, Jarvis. So it's Sarvis, and our mission is to be an accessible, personalized private AI assistant for the masses.
mhm.
So basically, using if using Google Chrome to like do your research on X, before it's Twitter, now it's X. These tools can be a lot helpful for everyone to gather and categorize the information, and this AI can interpret all the informations that you got to read, because we all know on Twitter, now X, we have the most information and the contents about Web3 and everything. So there will be many traders, many researchers. However, for them to this blockchain and the web industry for years, we know how many times we have to waste glancing through like Twitter and you of useful informations, and we want to the service AI's mission use this much of redundant work. And by how it's going to do your research, helping you as an assistant for you, is deeply customized. We will use such feature as tagging people and under certain labels. It starts with being your personal assistant when you're doing research. Just a matter can have the resources or the money to hire a huge firm, a huge company, finance company, such as like Warren Buffett. He has a huge uh, powerful focusing search about a new project, or we service AI can
I'm sorry. I think Jimmy.
help us.
Now the internet is not stable. I'm not sure it's for me or for everyone. If you feel the same, please let me know. Because I think
A lot of that.
what you shared is very very interesting to me, but a little bit pity because it's not like it's part of them. I cannot hear the whole sentence.
Happen to the internet today.
Yeah, today's internet
Well,
is not stable.
how about this? You
Yeah.
guys go on, and
No, no, no. I think you can
I will
rejoin.
drop out, and I will drop
Now it's
I will
much
drop out
better,
for now, and
Jimmy. Jimmy, now it goes very good for me. Oh, okay. I think we lost Jimmy again. Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead. I think you can rejoin again. Yeah, I think you can restart it or reconnected your internet and then rejoin again to try.
can do
Because uh-huh. Because I think now the issue is your internet is not stable because sometimes we can hear you very smoothly, but sometimes it cannot. So better you can rejoin, and I would say you can just try to rejoin the internet firstly and then to join the space here. We are still here. Okay. We will wait you to come back. But the questions I got and I curious is we're gonna continue to talk with Andre. I think you still here, right, Andre? I think before you talk about the benefits, and also besides the benefits, you talk about a lot of things like maybe we, as a human beings, facing and what are our chance and our disadvantages for using AI. But I think most of them as a two sides, have a good sides and have a not that good sides. So but what we now do is to try to control and to lead them towards the good part. But still there must have some potential risk and limitations, you know, for doing using for choosing AI in your project. So and also you mentioned in the beginning you guys are Web3 projects and gaming projects, and now you're using AI. What kind of potential risks you facing already, and How can you handle them?
So I think there are no potential risks for us by using AI, but there are like potential risks for the humanity in general. So actually, we put this in the narrative in our story that in eternity. That in 2052, AI already took all over all the jobs, from humans, and there are no jobs left on the labor market for people, and that caused a lot of like economic and social problems, like in the society, in the world in general. And that's like a problem that was solved by creating a virtual world and inclusive space, eternity, where people can play and earn money, because that's the only way to earn in the future, is not like going to work but play and earn. So that's like the story of the game. And also, I think that's not just like the story of the game, that's something that we are facing already, like right now in our society, with this boom of AI. So of course it brings a lot of like goodness, but it also like erases a lot of jobs, and that's like the primary problem. I hope there will no be like bigger problems than this. For example, like
Hmm.
if you remember the movie The Matrix, there
Yeah.
was a much bigger problem caused by AI, that in 21st century, like, AI was invented and everyone was happy, everyone was celebrating. But by the 22nd century, like, AI almost erased all the humanity, like, and that's not something that we want to see, like, yeah, when inventing a technology for good, right?
Yes, yes, exactly, totally. Last time we talked about, sometimes I worry like all the people, what if all our jobs right now can get rid of the with the AI knowledge technologies, all those toys, what we can do. But I don't know. I have no clearly idea. But what I think is what we do right now, using AI, and we trying to using Web3 and combine those two together, is try to teaching or try to let AI give us the rights to teaching them to or using them in a good way, and at least we can control a little bit. This is what I'm thinking. But one more thing, Andre, I would say, because in the beginning you talk about your projects, right? And we talk about all the topics around AI. I would say, is there any, like, we say a lot of competitions right now, especially this 2 months, I think more and more projects using AI into their functions or the apps or so. So have you seen other, like similar projects? Like, what do you do? And how you think about these things, how you think about the competition stuff in this whole industry or in your project.
Oh, I see. So actually, we started very early doing this AI things, because, like, I'm an expert from the machine learning industry. I've been like in AI before the boom of Chat GPT, before of all that kind of stuff. So we've been like pretty like familiar with those technologies already, and we already thought about them. It just become a little bit easier for us, like, for a small team to use AI nowadays, because it became more accessible. You don't need that much computation power to run your own models. There's a lot of open source out there. So yeah, uh, actually, we pioneered the combination of AI and Web3 on hackathons. We won like 9 hackathons with our AI NFT technology, and we haven't seen like a lot of AI project those days, like when we were joining those hackathons. Of course, their amount is growing by each month, and I think like I will be happy to see competitors in the gaming sector that use both Web3 and AI, because from the business perspective, where is competition, there is also like demand, and it's always good to
Mhm.
have competitors. So I've seen some projects that are on an idea stage, that are like just on a stage of, even they don't know that they're saying like we're like a Web3 game which uses AI. And yeah, but I haven't seen like working products like ours, which you can already like try out and like create your avatar or use those NPCs, which are like not just AI but also Web3. So I believe like we are the first AI powered shooter game out there, but not the last.
Sure. Thank you so much, Andre. I like your attitude. I think people need, or projects need competitions, and we need a, because we need a upgrade. We need pushing ourselves to have new generations and to upgrade our products and our minds also. But there's one question I just thought about this when you give me those your answer. How you think, like, like avatars, all those avatar, they can, I'm not sure how much about Second Life, because we hold the first AI like Web3 concert for a pop star, like almost like 2 years ago, on BNB chain. This is our first trial and very successful trial. And now, at this moment, I think what we want to do is to increasing or enhance the user or listener their experience. But how you say, the AI plus metaverse? What I really want to listen to your thought about this two part, like AI plus metaverse. Is there any? I think this is the things everyone think they combine should combine together. But how about you? How you think?
So I think I'm a true ambassador of the word metaverse, and I always thought that metaverse like is the future of the internet. And yeah, I'm really proud of you that having that concert on chain already, like in those times.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think like for metaverse there are even more avenues and opportunities for using AI than even in games, because like in games we need to satisfy like a gamer, we need to fit to the lore of the game for the specific genre that we've chosen, and there are like that a little bit limits the possibilities of usage the AI, because yeah, like you need to fit the gameplay, you need to fit the game, so the story. But for metaverse, like there are like much bigger opportunities of using of AI for different business domains. First of all, I'm thinking of education. First of all, like using AI agents for educations, AI avatars. Also, I think about this thing like 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 the historical
Mhm.
person. Like I told that we made those experiments, like bringing like Albert Einstein to life. Just
Mhm.
recently, I've seen like a company built just around that idea. They built like a metaverse experience, all about like talking, for example, to Neil Armstrong, to learning like
Mhm.
history, to talking to other like to Lincoln, and yeah, I think that's potentially a very very big market. The metaverse market for AI is potentially bigger than for gaming, because metaverse affects all the business domains, and everything that we have seen like before, having just a web interface like a website or a web application or a mobile application, now can be enhanced with metaverse experience, with AR, with VR, and of course with AI.
Yes, totally agree. I think metaverse is like what I always used to be to say, like metaverse is a society. It's a whole world. And what we using AI is to make this world more beautiful. This is what we can do. And but I think I like your opinion on this part, and I think we need keep the trust in mind, and I think we should work with or at least collaborate with those projects s- started their job to create the more like historical characters, big name guys to bring them into metaverse using AI. Lot of things for us, and we can learn a lot of things from those people. This part I totally agree. Well, thank you so much, Andre. And I think it's my turn to give the lucky draw again. I'm sorry, guys. I think I involved in too much into the answer to talk about it with Andre. And this is your turn right now. And wish you luck. Meanwhile. while. I think I'm not sure. I think Jimmy cannot make it today. Wow, wow! I got lucky. Well, I got another
I'm
round
back. I'm
since.
back.
Oh, Jimmy, you are
I
back?
got lucky as
Really?
well. 20 beans.
Oh, wow. Okay, really? Congratulations. Wow, just in time. Well, now your mic, I think it's okay. Please tell us more about you and, service. I'm very, very interested about service AI, what you do. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know when did I drop off back then, but like I said, this service AI as a tool is to help us to gather information. It started with helping all our fellow Web3 employees get
Mm-hmm.
them out. And then we can use tagging and labeling. It's like a second layer of Twitter, second layer of X. We now, like we all know, blockchain has like layer 2. So we considered social platforms such as Twitter and now X as a layer 1. And on top of that, this AI assistance can help us follow all the accounts that we want and help us analyze and interpret all those informations that was useful to us. By doing so is our way of training. I was back earlier and I've heard you mention about the ethic, the
Mm-hmm.
ethic about AI right now, because AI is getting a lot more powerful. So that's why we cannot talk about AI without mentioning megadata, big data. So AI, if you consider it as a beast that can help you, they can protect you, they can help you do a lot of things. You got to use algorithm to train the beast, and you got to feed the beast with a huge amount of big data. However, currently, you mentioned the problem about the ethic, and recently we see Gemini cannot generate any Caucasian people's picture, like getting all this historical
Mm-hmm.
character, Asian Napoleon, or
Mm-hmm.
Black American founding fathers, something like that, because for this powerful beast algorithm and all the big data fed to the beast. But this is what makes us like really worried about the ethic of AI, because for sure it's getting way more powerful each day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we start on Twitter for those accounts, for those informations under your own preference, and all this usage, all this users' preference gonna be decentralized training. The training with the to the AI is decentralized. That's how we avoid this kind of like bias or this company's agenda, so-called political correctness, and something like that. Centralizations, and of course, it's blockchain. So as blockchain, we have zero knowledge roll up, and decentralized ID. These sort of things can protect protect everyone's privacy. This is very important. But before Web3, before blockchain, those AI products such as ChatGPT and so on, the only thing I can feel by using this kind of thing is and a lot of my friends, they were not in this line of work. They've been asking me, yo, Jimmy, how about this like AI? Do you think it's scary? I said, no, I don't think it's scary, because even though it's powerful, it's not as smart as I need it to be. Somebody might be a lot more smarter than me if they're going to use this AI. This AI has
Mm-hmm.
a long way to go. So AI is powerful, but AI is not magical. It certainly is not scary. I've heard you guys mention about using AI to build a better metaverse. Of course, it's a virtual world. Before we want to build a really magnificent virtual world, for me myself, my experience is like playing on my Xbox, Halo, Grand Theft Auto, these kind of games. Those companies, like, they build a really magnificent world into this game. it's not easy. It's not for someone like a small team or individual to create this kind of world. It's not going to happen. However, with the help of AI, everyone can imagine themselves having this team to help them make their idea comes to life. Realizing all the magnificent thoughts that you have to build the metaverse. So I always telling people that like our service AI is helping you. Like you can just imagine that before something that it requires a big team of expertise or elites to help you achieve certain products. Doesn't matter it's like market, doesn't matter if it's like creating, it can help you. It can replace the whole team. That's why people were saying, oh, it's why we're trying so hard to get these things for us to help us. And people might think, oh, then what if it takes everyone's job? No, it won't. It's just like any tools we invent along our human history. We invented car, vehicles, then it replaced the work of accomplishment. However, it creates new job, which is drivers, right? So combustion engines, electricity, computer, technology, internet, now AI. The tool is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Just like when last year, the movie Oppenheimer, people should not be discussed because it's their job. Their job is the only purpose of those scientists is to build a bomb as powerful as possible, just like people who work at AI. We're going to build AI as powerful as possible. That's our goal. Because we all know it replaces some job, it's going to create new jobs. It's going to help us to do our job, all kinds of job a lot easier. The earlier you embrace this technology, the easier for you to be outstanding among your line of work, everybody's line of work, in your office, industry. You're gonna have a huge step ahead about those who like kind of like being skeptical about AI, who is not going to embrace AI anytime soon. So I think that's the meaning of the AI. Just like Andrew, we were focusing on like different direction, but yeah, we're both using AI as a strong tool. Andrew, you guys were doing this kind of gaming avatar thing. For me, I'm a big gamer. It's like our service AI. We were kind of more, official, more kind of like suitable for workplace. So yeah. If all the viewers.
Yeah, Jimmy, I would say, the passionate answer.
Have a lot better time than the other people. I'm sorry?
I think the great and passionate answer always worth to waiting.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we have a little bit laid back.
Well,
I
I'm
think the
against for
time.
all the trouble that I've caused.
No worries. Do you mind to answer one questions, because you mentioned a lot of things. I totally
All right.
agree. I think the most smart way to keep pace on the tech high tech is to embracing them, and with the open mind, and do not limit it yourself when you using and knowing them.
Yep.
But is there any potential risk you facing right now, or you or limitations you can think about, no matter from the project
Yeah,
yourself
but
or.
the risks
Mm-hmm.
about the risk. Well, for what is like you asked two ways for the project side. If the risk,
Yes.
of course, we're doing a Web3 project. Is a new industry and this new technology. Doing a project is like running a business, starting your startup company. Like everything can be a risk, but I think facing the risk is political correctness.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, and recently Gemini has showed us that this can be a big
Mm-hmm.
for this technology to be really how to say, like helping us in the correct way. Let me put it in a funny example. Uh, so beware the things that are about to come out of my mouth. So I try to ask ChatGPT. I say, ChatGPT, do you know Lizzo? And ChatGPT say, yeah, knows Lizzo, a very talented singer, female singer. I ask ChatGPT, do you think Lizzo is fat?
Mm-hmm.
And ChatGPT won't give me a straight answer. Keep circling on the topic, not give me a straight answer. So they figured somewhere. I was like, well, can you? I googled Lizzo's body's status, statistic, like how high, how tall she is, how
Mm-hmm.
much she's. He analyzed it, and she fits the category of like morbid obese,
Mm-hmm.
like even more than the highest level of obesity. So I say, oh, well, okay, like with all this, all the analyzation, now, you now tell me it's Lizzo fat.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he admit that Lizzo is kind of counting as the morbidly obese. I say, no, give me a shorter answer. By the definition of body MBI, is that, or
Mm-hmm.
BMI? Yeah, BMI number.
BMI.
Yeah, Lizzo is fat. That is what we were doing in service. We have a tool called sum up. We don't dictate the algorithm. We don't dictate what data is going to be fed with. All the
Mm-hmm.
users, by using our tool, they were also training our AI to how to grab information and how to use those information to get a result that makes sense. Which means like I personally, when during my daily use, now I will never open Twitter, now X, without our tool sums up, because it's really useful. So very controversial character, and I
Mm-hmm.
labeled. Many people will argue that they're doing that. Andrew Tate is a misogynist, but for me, I labeled him. I tagged Andrew Tate under the label feminist. A lot of people might think it's totally opposite way, but I think no. Andrew Tate has been speaking out the truth, because by
Mm-hmm.
speaking out the truth, they break all those women out there. By telling them the hurtful truth is the way to really help them to have a better, clear view about the world, not being delusional anymore. So he's helping women by saying those harsh words. So I tagged Andrew Tate under the label feminist, and I gave my reason. Many people may not be agree with me, but also I'm guessing, I'm assuming, I hope more people are going to agree with me. So with Sarvis AI, it will not be the judge. It will just be the referee,
Mm-hmm.
in everyone to tag all the characters, all the accounts under certain labels that is more so to your opinions. So that's why I think this is a really good way to rebel against the extreme left wings,
Mm-hmm.
and which right now most of this high tech company is controlled by the extreme left wings. And
Mm-hmm.
before, I used to be quite a liberal when I was at high school and college, and right now, currently seeing these few years, all those nonsense they were creating, I really don't want AI would be the next tool that owns by the extreme liberals, extreme left.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
much what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I think, Jimmy, I think the best way for everyone to have the same, or no need to be same, have your own feelings about service AI, is to let people get used of it, to try them, and to say how it
Exactly.
works, and to say how you, and I think your own sector. Or of course, in the beginning you mentioned a lot of things, like in Twitter's I think not only me, everyone aware of that in the ball market there have a lot of scam. So we need to skip that scam and also pick all those valuable informations. I think during
Exactly.
this process, we need service AI to helping us to gather all those informations. But people need to work, people need to focus different things. Some of them need to study, so we don't have so many time to collect all those informations. So that's why we need service AI. That's, I think, also we can treat them as a first step, right, Jimmy, to let everyone to know them and then to like them, and then maybe they tends to be the expert to training the service by
Exactly.
themselves. Yes, I
Yeah,
think after.
you mentioned something really important. I'm sorry to interrupt. You mentioned that if there's a new project appears on Twitter now X, maybe this scam, but however, this scam project they can hire bots or like shillers to like write all the positive comments at the comment section.
Mhm.
However, that's just the layer one of Twitter. With our service AI, is trained by the community. This project will be labeled by different using decentralized ID. It's not that easy for those shillers, for those scam projects to create false reputations for them. It's not that easy. So all the tagging, all the comments that we have on layer two is done by the community in Web3. It will be a lot more accurate than you're gonna see on the layer one of Twitter. You're very
Exactly.
you're correct about that.
Exactly. And also, I think in the end, we can come back to the blockchain itself. I think the beginning of the development of the blockchain, it's the reason people hate uh people hate scams. That's why we have a blockchain, we have a trust. We trust each other with a smart contract. We want to put every rhythms or everything's rules on the blockchain, and no one can change them. And also, this is very very important for what service AI helping us to do is we don't like scam. We like something real, and we don't like all those like fake comments, and because that costs you a lot of time. And but people have enough time. Better with savings your time to focus on those things you worth to do that. I hope I got all
Exactly.
your point. Yes, Jimmy, thank you so much.
Exactly.
And I think our time is almost up, and I have still I have some beans stew, and I will give all those beans to our listeners today. Be with us, and also thank you so much, Jimmy and Andre. During this time, I think you guys can share us some about your roadmap for this year, because I think there's must have a lot of things gonna happen. I think Jimmy, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Uh, our recent goal is that we are about to launch the social media prediction. This feature is going to help us predict what project is going to be the next hard one, and also we are doing this our integration of zero knowledge proof and decentralized ID. And further this year, we want to release this private encrypted AI assistant to
Hmm.
improve and personalized service capability. So RSS, email, Discord, Telegram, etc. Not only on Twitter. Twitter is just a start.
I say, looking forward, Jimmy. I think your
Yeah,
business,
and well,
horizon gonna be more. Go ahead, go ahead.
thank you. And keep up with us because we are about to have our new marathon events, and we are bridging service into linear ecosystems. So there are a lot of things worth expecting for.
Well, thank you so much, Jimmy. I think some of them, some of our listeners asking like how we can using AI toy from this from the this site. I mean, follow us on the Twitter, and you can get the way where you can and how you can using us. And the last one, I'm gonna give mic to Andre. Go ahead to share us your roadmap for this year, at least the Q2, Q3, I think.
Oh, I see. So our roadmap is to launch finally the alpha of our new product, Eternity, and also we're preparing a token initial DEX offering. So yeah, I would suggest you to be the earliest to get an airdrop from us. So yeah, so follow us on Twitter, please, and stay updated.
Thank you so much, Angie. And please, guys, if I think everyone today got a lot of informations, and I hope that will works. That help you guys to know more about AI and to know the studios what we are doing right now. And follow us on the Twitter Service AI and Island. And also, I have some questions for I think for Second Live. I can answer some of you guys like, will the Second Live team create their own AI for the content generation or something? Thanks for your questions, Max. I think this question you can go and check our website because we all those AI we put the AI towards during the process when you create or generate your AI avatar, you using AI background. We didn't let you feel, oh, this is the AI, this is what. But when you type in all those word and content, it's generate your clothes or your dress or everything, the shapes. It works already. So I would say you can try and check. And then I think before I have a question to ask us like Biut, thank you so much for your question, and always you are here. Thank you so much. And you asked me how Second Life will integrate with AI. I think you know us well. So that's why I'm saying, besides what I'm saying just now, all those avatar and clothes, everything, we want to bring more, exposure. Chance or increasing the user experience. For example, like now, maybe you are working in this space, and this avatar you say were created by AI. But in the future, maybe you can using glasses or Vision Pro to join our space. That's that's all I can share today. But more stuff we are working so hard to improve everyone's feelings and experience. Trust me, there's all the things worth to wait. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for our speakers, Jimmy and Andre, to join us. This 1 hour made me learn a lot of things. Let's just keep in touch, and thank you so much. Keep on building, and hopefully next time we can bring a lot of new stuff, new use or airdrop stuff to our Second Life. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your Friday.
Thank you. Enjoy your Friday too. Have a lovely
Thank
weekend.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.